love coming here this time of year. Hello again, Mike O'Brien, your Getaway Guy. Thank you for joining us on today's podcast. It is rough, it is rugged, it is Goat Island, Niagara Falls, USA. This is the best time of year to be here.
And one of the reasons is there's no one else there, maybe a few people, but the crowds of summer and fall are gone. So you kind of have the whole place to yourself. Look at that. Is that unbelievable? And this is what you'll see from Goat Island. Now, you go to Niagara Falls State Park, which, by the way, is the oldest state park in the United States. And from there, you can walk over or trolley over or drive over to Goat Island. That's Cave of the Winds. That's still open all year long. And there you see people getting on the elevator to get down to the base of the Bridalveil Falls. Those people will never be seen again. Also on Goat Island is Luna Island, and that's a little separate part of Goat Island. But again, all of this is walkable, and this is outstanding. Walking down there puts you right at the crest of the falls. It's dangerously close, but they do have railings, of course. But the views, as you can see, are outstanding. So you've got Goat Island, and that's the Bridalveil Falls. Below that is where Cave of the Winds will take you, right there. Now, they're tearing the decks out at this moment because winter comes in. It kind of gets all iced over. But you can still get down there, and it's a great attraction. And there's a beautiful rainbow. Perfect timing on Goat Island. And I just love it there. It's absolutely beautiful. Goat Island is one of those places. Again, it's right at the the Niagara Falls State Park, but it's just a part of it. And if I were to choose one or the other, and both are outstanding places to go, or do both, I love Goat Island. If you don't have a whole lot of time, I drive right over, and I'm going to tell you about exactly how I got there to Goat Island, and makes it a little bit easier if that's a part of your next getaway this time of year. But first, let's talk about Powers. We love Powers. They're a part of our show, also a very close to home getaway. And by the way, at Powers right now, they're getting ready for the holidays, but they offer some amazing fresh apples and baked goods. And of course, the animals for the kids to see and feed. Coming in December, I found out that they're going to do a holiday walk through the forest. Lantern lit. It's quite beautiful with a nativity scene at the end. And of course, they'll have their Christmas trees. And of course, they will have their wreaths, and they'll also have some fire pits all set up. It's a very cozy, very country style getaway at Powers Farm Market for the holiday season. So make sure you put that on your calendar. Now let's go back to Goat Island. And the deal is I take First Street. I get myself heading toward Niagara Falls State Park. Then I get onto First Street, and there it is. It crosses the mighty Niagara and puts you directly onto Goat Island. From there, look for parking lot number 2. Watch for the goat crossing. No, not really. There are no goats. Actually, there were back in the early 1700s, but there's not a goat to be found today. And there's even a big old sign so you can kind of see where you are. But it's just wonderful out there on Goat Island. And again, like I say, there are very few people there this time of year. So you find a nice sunny day like I did, and you just drive right over there. Now you can get around the island on this trolley. And it's a scenic trolley that takes you around the island. That's also a nice little added attraction. Now this is Terrapin Point. I love this area. Remember Walenda when he crossed the falls a couple of years back? He did it from here. Those are the Horseshoe Falls. And from Terrapin Point, you can get really close to them. Now it's windy, it's breezy. You'll get the spray of the water in your face, but that's what makes this adventure so much fun. The Horseshoe Falls, Terrapin Point, and by the way, it is handicap accessible, so you will be able to get down there if that's something that you needed to do. But I love this part of Terrapin Point because it's so absolutely beautiful and very, very rugged. And hey, it's Niagara Falls, one of the great wonders of the world, and we're only about an hour and a half away out of Rochester. The views there are spectacular. Again, find a great day, and you know we get those days once in a while. Goat Island, a great getaway. Pretty much any time of year, but this time of year, the crowds are gone. Trust me, I've been there on Memorial Days and Labor Days and 4th of July's. Yuck! There are too many people. You can't really enjoy yourself. But this time of year, and I know the weather can be nasty at times, but find a good day, and you know we get them. Plan ahead, get out to Goat Island and enjoy, because it's a great getaway. And, people come from all around the world to go to Niagara Falls State Park, USA. And it's in our backyard. So I find that to be pretty amazing. Speaking of amazing, looking for an amazing breakfast, cheap, Jim's on Main. Yep, that's where I go. And you can go to. Your coffee cup will never be empty. They have also not only Jim's on Main, 785 East Main Street, downtown Rochester, just down from the Auditorium Theater, but there's also Jim's at the mall at Grease Ridge Center. Good breakfast, cheap. Elena and family do a spectacular job, and we're so glad they're a part of our show. Jim's on Main. I'll probably see you there. We also do a podcast question every time we do this. And one came in literally as we were doing this show for Goat Island, Niagara Falls, and it's very timely. And I thought I'd present this question to you from Hungry in Hilton, which I love. Hungry in Hilton writes, "Dear Getaway Guy, before I go to Niagara Falls, I may want to stop for breakfast. First, do you have a buffalo breakfast favorite?" I do, indeed. I go to a place called Sophia's. It's on Military Road. And it's literally where I stop on my way to Niagara Falls. And this would be a great place for you too. I believe they're closed on Sundays. But Sammy and the gang do a fantastic job. The reason I found out about Sophia's was Guy Fieri, who does diners, drive-ins, and dives. He did a show there, years back, and he put them on the map. So I had to stop by to check it out. And the reason I love it is because the food is sensational for breakfast. I love their home fries. And most importantly, and I always get the omelet. It's called Sophia, #1. Get that one. Trust me, it's good. You get the home fries. I love their toast because it's homemade bread. Sophia's, Military Road, Buffalo, the place where I stop. I hope that answers your question, Hungry in Hilton. If you have a question for me, it could be about travel, it could be about radio, could be anything. Just email me at MikeTheGetawayGuy@gmail.com. MikeTheGetawayGuy@gmail.com. I want to thank Shoots. You know Shoots, Apple Mill on Plank Road in Webster. Wow, do I like Shoots. And it's because of the apples, and it's because of their fresh baked goods. And it's a store. It's like a country store inside. I don't know if you've ever been there before, but if you haven't, you've got to. And there are the donuts. I wish somebody came along and opened a box, and there they are. And they're so good. And here's the bad news. They're available year-round. So in the middle of February, you have a hankering for a fresh home-baked donut. They're available. Shoots. They also make the pressed cider, the cold pressed cider, and they have a demo area where you can see it being done. And I'm going to show you that at the end of this show. So stay tuned. Don't go away. But good old Shoots. They've been there forever. A family operation. Wonderful people. Great apples, baked goods, and everything else. 1063 Plank Road in Webster. Hey, if you're looking for a holiday gift, here come the holidays. I couldn't believe it. I walk into the grocery store the other day and there's ornaments and Christmas trees and I'm like, no! But you know what? It's not that late in the season. Thanksgiving just came up on us so fast, and here comes Christmas and everything else. If you're looking for a gift, this is a great stocking stuffer. Email me at MikeTheGetawayGuy@gmail.com. I will offer you buy one, get one free. There they are, volumes 1 and volume 2. Great getaways for that one travel person in your family, and a great stocking stuffer. MikeTheGetawayGuy@gmail.com. BOGO. You'll buy one and I'll give you one for free. I'll even sign it to whoever you want to give it to for the holidays. MikeTheGetawayGuy@gmail.com. I will look for your message and we'll talk back and forth. That's pretty much our show today. This has been a whole lot of fun. Goat Island was a place that I've been going to for years. When I did my TV show, The Getaway Guy on Channel 9 cable, I was there a lot. But I mean, there are so many different elements in Niagara Falls, but that was one of the spots that I just loved to go to do a show because there's just so much there. But I think it's a great getaway, especially this time of year when you can find a good day. And I hope you've enjoyed the show. We've enjoyed having Powers Farm Market a part of our show. They've always been around, and they make it possible for us to do this. Thank you, Powers, Marsh Road, in Pittsford. They're getting ready for holiday time, but boy, talk about fresh baked goods and apples and everything else, and that big old fireplace inside. I could just go inside Powers right now and just sit by the fireplace and enjoy that crackling wood. Powers Farm Market, thank you for being a part of our show. Thanks to Jim's on Main. Thanks to Joe here at Classy Wolf Media, and also thanks to Schutz Apple Mill in Webster, and that's where I'm going to leave you right now. This is their demo area where they're actually making the cider, and it's a beautiful thing to see. Only in New York State do we do this so well, and Schutz certainly does. Thanks for coming along for the ride. Remember, you can check out all of our getaways. Just look for the Getaway Guy on Facebook. Until next time, I'm Mike O'Brien, your Getaway Guy.